Hey everybody, welcome back to Tim Travels. It's Terry, your host. So I'm here in Northwest Oregon, and I'm here on the banks of the Sandy River. That's actually the railroad bridge behind me. And just to give you a little perspective, if I turn back this way, that bridge right there, wait there, that's I-84. So anyway, yeah, we're here in the Pacific Northwest, or at least the northwest of Oregon. We made our drop at 5 o'clock this morning over at Kroger. And yeah, so I found something cool that I thought I would talk about. So it turns out that Portland has like more frickin' nicknames than any city I've heard of. But here's the funny thing. It doesn't have a nickname of the Queen City. It has a whole bunch of other nicknames, and we'll just go through the list. So its official nickname is the City of Roses, and then that's kind of like shortened to Rose City. And then Rip City, which came from a couple of players on the Portland Trail Blazers. The latest was I think it's Damian Lillard in a 2014 playoff game, but that's something that people like repeating. Stumptown, which goes back to the founding of Portland, where people were like walking around, literally jumping from stump to stump because it was so muddy. And then what else do we have? We have Portlandia, which actually started before the TV series. We have PDX. And, the author of this article that I read said, other places aren't known by their airport code, which is true. Lots of places aren't. But I think Phoenix does go by PHX a lot of times. But PDX, Silicon Forest is another nickname, kind of self-explanatory. So I don't think that's an exhaustive list, but and I think George H.W. Bush once called the place Little Beirut because, as you know, Portland is the ancestral home of Antifa, but way before Antifa, people protested Bush, maybe over environmental policies or something. But anyway, just a short little primer on the nicknames here in this area. So we got another drop tomorrow up in the Seattle area, and then we'll be grabbing a load out of the strangely named Iowa Beef Processors, but it's in Washington State. Actually, Tyson bought them out a few years ago. Actually, a long time ago, like 20 years ago. But it's retained the name, and we'll be taking that load back to Springfield. I do want to give a shout out to my teammate, my co-driver. Last night, she did the drive-in, and I told her, wake me up when we get to Dead Man's Pass. And I actually set an alarm, but I kind of like, by the time my alarm went off, she had already gotten past it. So props to her. That's not a joke. And she was describing how there was about 100 foot of guardrail missing because somebody had driven a truck over the side. So a sobering reminder that mountains are not to be trifled with, even in good weather. So anyway, that's just a little bit about what we're doing. By the way, I'm basically in the Lewis and Clark State Park. And on the other side of the bridge I showed you at 84, so this is, like I said, the Sandy River. This empties out into the Columbia River. And right on the other side of that, of course, is Washington State. So give you a little bit of an idea where we are. And we're just parked down the street at this Love's. The cool thing about this Love's, though, is that it's actually near a lot of places, because I walked over here. This park's only 0.6 of a mile from the intersection by the truck stop. But I also got some shopping done at the outlet mall. There's a bunch of restaurants around here, so it's a great place to park. And by the way, they do have showers, which sounds weird to say, but if you're on the Love's app, it said there are no showers at this location, but there are definitely showers. You can definitely get one. You just can't make the reservation on the app. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Man, we're getting so close to 600 subscribers. I really appreciate everybody that's subscribed and everybody that watches and comments and stuff. So anyway, take care, and we'll catch you next time on Tim Travels. Bye.